starting this match. Of course, LowLandLions just need one, and it does seem like we finally have the ready up going. Now, let's, is it a knife round? I believe it isn't actually. We'll be jumping straight into this one. And if you don't mind, Hoss, but I'm going to be jumping straight into the action here. Let's take it away with a scope. First round, as always do, Honor spraying away into that mid side. Doesn't seem to be connecting with anything, while Stormy on the other side of the battlefield is also waiting to see if he can find something in that mid area. We have got Koj pushing up on this B side. Does find a player onto Boko. Boko has gotten a frag of his own with a nade. Future taking out Mama. As Zycox now being forced to move and make his way all the way over to that B side. Future pushing down mid, nearly misses the shot there onto Koj. He's got one just behind him. He's turning around, seeing if he can get that extra frag. But he's playing it safe. He's going to stay back. He's going to wait for that player to push him. And see if we can flick over and find out who it is. It is Tubi. He's waiting on the bottom. He's got his teammate just behind him. He's actually going to be pushing forward here. Can he get this frag? It'll be so important to him. He picks up an SMG, lands the shot there onto Future. His teammate's now pushing forward with him. Zycox made his way into Wooden House, and he's going to have a perfect overview of this bomb site. Shouldn't have any problems at all. Lays down a little bit of covering fire there, but Tubi quick on the trigger, takes out Zycox. And now it is all down to Stormy. He's going to be pushing up through mid, and if anyone can do it, it is definitely Stormy. First round of the Corsair Vengeance Challenge. Sorry, finals of the Corsair Vengeance Challenge in the first round, and we already have Stormy going for the 1 versus 2. He is up against Chibi though. I lied, it is Ono. As that overlay does lie to us. And he's faked that bomb once again. Stormy's heard it though. He's going to be laying inside of this bomb site. Ono pushes forward with that AK, grabs this frag there onto Stormy, and first round will be going in favor of LowLandLions.
Yeah, nice work from Ono there. Absolutely cool as a cucumber in that 1 versus 1 situation. And first round to LowLandLions, and first round towards $6,000. But Ono's on the wrong end of a grenade, and there's the kiss of death from the Shoutcaster. Mama hits the deck, as does Cos as well, so Anexis 3 frags up to the good. It's going to be Boko that's the only man to have gone down from Anexis this time, but Shubi is the last man standing all of a sudden for LowLandLions. 1 versus 4. He's in a whole world of pain, and he comes out shooting, picks up the first frag onto Stormy, downed in the end, and we're now at 1-1. Perfect reply from the Hungarians.
Let's see if we can... Has anyone here got a front spawn? Unfortunately not. Actually, Future has got a pretty good spawn here. He's going to be rushing straight forward, seeing if he can grab some frags of his own. KZ starts us off with a nade onto Koj, and it seems Anexis are going to be sitting back. Doesn't want to be too aggressive. Stormy with the nade there onto Ono. Scope on scope action of a whole new level as Mamba does push forward. Bogger being caught out again on that barrel as he tries to push forward. And maybe we should take some advice from his teammates and just sit back a little bit more. Zycox is going to be spraying away into this wooden area, seeing if he can find a frag. He has actually tagged up who I believe to be Tubi. No, I lie, it is Froz. And now Tubi with the nade there onto Zycox. And that nade coming all the way from mid, saving Froz's behind as he's able to move out of that wooden area. He's going to be making his way all the way over to A side, and he's going to be doing it very quickly. Storm is now the one that's going to be rotating. He's got a teammate just off to his right in that mid area. They should start pushing towards that A side together. They definitely know where the LowLandLions players are. KZ Star going to try and get a frag onto the bomb planter. Won't be able to do it. Stormy coming up, seeing if he can get something of his own. Future takes out Froz. It is all down to Tubi. And can he find something here? He takes out one. He's heard the second guy going for the bomb defuse. Will he be able to land on this frag? It's getting tight. He needs to start doing something now, but no, Stormy steals it and defuses right under Tubi's nose. And Tubi's going to be hitting his face against his desk for that one.
Tubi just
so
couldn't
close.
find a shot. He was desperate. He was desperate to get down there, and he couldn't find the shot on the man with the bomb. Awesome work from Stormy to pick that round up. And 2-1 as Anexis open up with Zycox getting himself the frag onto Mama, and the revenge comes in the shape of Froz, and we're at 4 versus 4. Nade pushed down as the LowLandLions side try to push into this bomb site. You've got Froz there just on the top of A, looking in towards the house overlooking. It's Tubi with the frag onto Stormy, and suddenly LowLandLions have pulled it back to 3 versus 3. Flash in on Future as he darts down. Ono is watching as the bomb carrier goes into plant now. He pokes his head out to look if anyone comes in, and no one does. The bomb plant wasn't to happen. It was a dummy from Froz, and Ono helps himself to the frag onto Boko. So suddenly the Lowland Lions side find themselves a man to the good. Future's chasing it. Oh no, when he gets him. Nice work from Future. Popped himself around the corner, landed the frag, back down to now, and it's Froz who follows down as well from KZ Star, leaving just Tubi. Seems to be the last man alive in almost every round, and he's not alive anymore. 3-1, and Anexis have picked up 3 in a row. And Menace, your thoughts on what the Lowland Lions side can do to stop the rot, and Tubi maybe thinking the same thing as you are.
Yeah, it seems like they need to just get back to the drawing board. I mean, it's only 3 rounds in, but, you know, any small problems they really want to rectify from early on. And if anything, I mean, Anexis are going for that systematic slow play that everyone just knows that they're so good at. I mean, LowLandLions are rushing out, they're trying to get to the bomb sites, and they're being shut down wherever they push. I mean, Tubi, that, you know, was playing slow with Frost, trying to get that bomb down on A. I mean, they got it down, but they were outnumbered. The fact that they got the bomb down on its own, I think, is quite something. But the fact is that, I mean, they're just being taken out so quickly. We've always seen early nade come out, or AKs, or the AK from Zycox picking off a player across mid. So I think if they just sit back a little bit more, make sure their nades stop a Nexus from pushing up, because of course if a Nexus knows that they're, you know, retaining LowLandLions in spawn, they're going to be pushing up a little bit further. So if LowLandLions can just prevent a Nexus pushing forward a bit, they can, you know, wait in spawn to wait out the Nexus's early, you know, round tactics, then I'm pretty sure they stand a little bit of a better chance going into the mid game, where, you know, a Nexus, as I say again, are known for sitting in, for playing it safe, you know, not pushing out, and that's where LowLandLions can just go and start picking them off one by one. I mean, I'm pretty sure at this point in the game they're going to know who plays where and how many players are playing on what bomb side, and if they're taking out 2 players in B, they say, well, let's just go plant B. And I think they should just, you know, start playing the picking game rather than the try and push an A site and take out both players at one time kind of tactic.
Interesting. Whilst we wait on these guys getting underway, a little anecdote for you. Future on the Anexis side. I think I first casted Future maybe 6 or 7 years ago in like one of the very early ET Cups, and he rose then, and everyone knew he was going to be a big player then. And in Call of Duty, he's just blossomed with this Anexis side, picking up these results. And never has there been a more consummate person or story of a player who, you know, when you just see someone when they're kind of like new to esports or new to, you know, competitive gaming, but you know they've got just raw talent and they'll make it up to the top. Future was one of those players, and it's great to see him in this Anexis side just absolutely blooming right now. And 3 rounds to the good up.
Definitely, and I mean 3 rounds on defense is, I mean, it's a good start. If anything, at least we know City Streets hasn't become that, you know, that ridiculous of an 8-4 or a 9-3 scoreline. Teams nowadays, you will be seeing a 7-5, even a 6-6 on the defensive side. So LowLandLions shouldn't allow a Nexus to get too far in the lead. On the other hand, a Nexus take a little bit into the lead, win the map, we go into a second map, and it all comes down to the wire. So I'm it's kind of one of those catch-22s. I want LowLandLions to win because they've been performing so superbly, but I would really love to see a second map.
Yep, I think, yeah, as much as I'm happy to see the best team win, I'm here for the second map. Got popcorn ready, and we're here to stay. You're on Quad V with Menace and Tosspot. It's the Corsair Vengeance Cup Finals. Menace, take us away. It's 3-1 to Anexis.
Alright, now, quickly going to have a look around here on the map. We do actually see Corsair with a little front spawn. Let's see if they're going to carry on being aggressive. And it seems he is pushing all the way into this mid side, dodging those nades, able to get out the way. He's going to be throwing one to reply, but Stormy on form with that scope, picks him off as he crosses off to Wooden. And it seems LowLandLions are pushing forward to the B side. Bocco trying to retain them back, but Mama picks off Bocco once again, not doing so well defending that B bomb site. But luckily, he's got Future and KZ Star right up in there. And Storm is also following 3 players on the B side for Anexis to just try and retain 2 players from LowLandLions. KZ Star lands the shot there onto Mama. And the continual push onto this B site goes on for LowLandLions. It is down to Froz and Ono. Froz peeking around. Can he find anything? He sees some shots coming out from the top now. This is where Ono's scope's going to come into action. He needs to land a couple of picks here. Does do so. Takes out one. He knows the other scope's going to be at the top of the street. It is Stormy. Stormy lets out a shot, but he's going to be falling back quickly. And now Froz are going to go in for this plant. Ono covering in from this mid side. And now they're just hoping that Stormy doesn't push out the top. And it seems to be working. They're actually going for a quick rotate. Anexis trying to cut them off in that mid area. It's not. Oh, it does actually happen. Zycox takes out Froz just by his feet. Now all onto Ono. He's going to go for the straight plant. He doesn't have much time, and he wants to try and use that I was surprised to his advantage, but no, Stormy flying around the corner with that Deagle's going to take it. It's going to put it to 4-1 in favor of Anexis.
Anexis starting to look very, very comfortable here. Nice try by the Lowland Lions. There wasn't to be. And let's see what they've got. I'm following Stormy with his sniper. Teammates throw the smoke out. He did catch the silhouette of one of those players, but wasn't able to find the frag with his sniper. Future did get the grenade frag onto Mama, and as I switch over to Tubi, who's heading over towards the A-bomb site, he's got two players just sat opposite him from the Anexis side. Few shots coming across, smoke down, and the opening shots will go in towards that A house. Frag from Future onto Ono. Ono's not quite got going in this game just yet. Neither have really anyone on that LowLandLions side can claim it. But Tubi's gone a long, long way over the top of A, and now looking back onto that road, he's going to find someone, but Future knew he was there, found the frag. Bocco helps himself to one more as Cos goes down, and this is going to be another Anexis round. It's Stormy all right, as LowLandLions find themselves 4 rounds down at 5-1.
And it seems that Anexis really are just taking this defensive side to its advantage and really grinding out every single round they can. I mean, a 4 versus 1 situation, they're coming in from every angle. Frost with nearly no chance. And now it's LowLandLions once again trying to just grab one round if they can just get that little bit of a momentum. But they're sitting back in spawn, and we can see Zycox has actually pushed all the way up onto this midsection. His teammates in that B arch, and now they're cornering LowLandLions off on this B side, but they're not afraid to let LowLandLions have this bomb site. They'll let them take it, let them get the bomb down, and then they'll come in and do a little bit of the picking themselves. Although Mama grabbing a frag onto Bocca, can he get the second one? No, Ono actually comes in from the side, helps him out, takes out Future down to a 2-on-3. They've completely flipped it on its head now and have actually got the bomb down with a player advantage. And Mama holding up on this B site as he watches the archers. Tubi's at the top of the street. Zycox has a little bit of action of his own, but Mama takes him out, and now it's all down to Stormy. 1 versus 3. He sees spray coming in from his side. There's not much he can do in the situation, and Honor's going to take him out. That's going to finish him off, and LowLandLions grabs their second round. Yeah,
great stuff for LowLandLions. They had to stop the rot. They absolutely had to pick up that round, and for their sake, they have done in their hopes of winning this map. As the Anexis side quickly hustle themselves into position. France is going to lead the bomb charge down to B. There's one Anexis player right in front of it, or was, down there, but I think Mama got him, and it was Bocco. And we're down to 4 versus 4 as KZ Star picks up the frag onto Cos of the LowLandLions. And France is desperate to try and get that bomb in, but Ono helps himself to the frag onto Stormy, and France now on top, picked off, and that's going to leave the bomb in a treacherous position as KZ Star picks up that frag. And Anexis, a 3 versus 3 as Tubi, Mama, and Ono left standing for the LowLandLions. And Ono's going to pick his way up. Someone has collected that bomb and dropped down. And Ono pokes his head around the corner with an eagle. Can't quite land the frag. Zycox helps him. Future gets in with the frag onto Tubi. And there's just one man left standing. It's Mama. And Mama has got a problem. He's down. It's 2-6 now as Anexis continue to step their authority.
And we just saw how Anexis were given that sliver of a chance, that opportunity to really take advantage of LowLandLions, and they did, and they opened up with 3 frags to pretty much diminish LowLandLions just down to Mama. And it seems they're going for this B push once again. Stormy had seen someone there in the beginning of the round, but wasn't able to close off the shot. Now flicking over to LowLandLions. It seems that they're pretty content with trying to go for this B bomb site at the moment. Ono picks off Bocco. Corsair pushes forward, does not check to his right, through Fatal, but no, quickly on the trigger that takes our Future. Ono back onto Stormy, and it's all down to KZ Star very quickly. And I'm pretty sure not even he was expecting this one. Players spraying him out from mid, players spraying through the wall to his right-hand side. He picks up a frag, but Ono, once again, cleaning up the mess, takes out KZ Star, and it's going to bring it to 3-6.
Confidence building round for the LowLandLions. They're absolutely perfect execution. And now, let's see whether they can follow that up and bring this down to potentially just a 2-round game. 6-3 at the moment. Frost with the bomb once more. Mama will dive down towards B. He has back up. There's an Anexis player that spotted him as he darts his way in towards the clothes. And Mama's got something left. I don't think the Anexis player does know. He's a yes, he certainly does. It's Bocco, and Bocco knows he's there with a vengeance, puts him down. Just Ono and Froz left standing for the Lowland Lions whilst that was all ongoing. And Bocco gets frag number 2. Stormy, last man standing. It's down to Froz. 1 versus 4. He's got the bomb. He's got Zycox right in front of him. It's 7-3. All that talk of bringing it down to 2 rounds, long forgotten. 4-round deficit.
And it is getting pretty big now, and it seems that Anexis want to hold on to that. And holding on to that thought, it's going to take it away here with Mama. He has actually got a front spawn, able to dodge those nades. See if Stormy can pick him off. No, won't be able to do so, but Honor's going to take the shot there onto KZ Star as LowLandLions once again attack this B side. It seems that they're trying to find all the weak holes in this defense and then start picking it open, but Anexis are not having any of it, and Bocco and Stormy picking up frags of their own. LowLandLions again on the back foot there as they're a player down. Future's going to start this little rotate here, and he could actually pick a couple of frags. Froz and Ono take out Bocco and Stormy, but Future coming in from the back. They've got to be careful. It does take out Tubi. And if they go for the bomb plant now, could prove fatal. Future's going to peek around this corner. He knows one's on the bomb. Zycox takes out Froz. And did he also take out the other player? Oh, he did. My bad. Future's going to be getting in this defuse. And that'll take it to 8-3. And now LowLandLions need to be worrying quite a bit.
Yeah, this deficit could get beyond them and their ability to do something in the second half. Last chance saloon for the LowLandLions to make something of that scoreline. And in Anexis, I don't feel a broken sweat. As Stormy surviving a little grenade damage, Cos gets himself the frag onto KZ Star. As grenade will drop right in front of Stormy as he looks for Tubi, and he lands onto him. Excellent stuff. Here we go now as Cos is trying to make his way down towards where Stormy was, but Ono gets himself the frag onto Future, and the LowLandLions are 3 versus 3. This is their chance to run this one home. Ono has got one to his right, and he walks right out in front of him. It was Stormy for his second frag of the round. Bocco is going to finish off Cos, and that leaves just Froz between a rock and a very hard place. And the hard place fights back. Awesome frag onto Stormy as he darts back towards spawn. He's got 2 more to go. This would be quite sensational if he pulled this one off. He makes his way down. He gets his health back. He's got one at the end of the street that he's very much aware of. He's got Bocco chasing from behind, I think. There's the opening shot. Who was it that was looking at him? It was Zycox, who knows exactly where he is. He's got his number, he's got his name, he's got his national security number. He knows everything about you, Froz. What have you got in the locker? Lines him up between the crosshairs. Oh, he's waiting to fire. He can't quite pull it off. The clock's ticking away behind him. He's edged his way down towards me. He's got Bocco that he's got to worry about as well. Bocco starts to open fire, tosses out a nade now. Froz will dance his way through. Bocco picks another shot off. Wow, Froz is like the Terminator with that reheal, but it doesn't work out for him. And Bocco finishes off. Valiant effort from Froz, but 9-3 at half-time.
Now, maybe we could be falling back to the old 9-3 scoreline on City Streets, and LowLandLions are just about to do the exact same thing to Anexis. But you know, when you're sitting 6 rounds down, the motivation can't be too high in TeamSpeak. Now, I know LowLandLions, especially those guys, are going to keep themselves hyped up, and they really need to, because coming back 6 rounds and then still getting a couple more against the team who pretty much just demolished you on the half is quite a big feat. Should be getting the ready up underway very quickly, only on a last man, and I believe we're waiting for someone else.
And you.
It was not. No,
Blasphemous, I know, Menace. Blasphemous.
Always against me now. Let's go with the scopes. We want to see what Ono does here in the opening rounds. Or the opening seconds. And let's see if he's going to do the Stormy kind of peak. Actually, being a lot more aggressive. Really exposing himself on that wall. He's got to be careful of any spray coming through that smoke. Unable to spot anything as... Do you see a slower... It's actually a very slow pusher from Anexis. They're still pretty much all sitting in spawn. They're just trying to find an opening frag. And then start deciding where they're going. They have got 3 players towards that A side and 2 holding back on the mid. And here's just where you see that fantastic teamwork and strategical play from Anexis coming out. Bocco is creeping forward. Bullets are flying over his head, but he does not seem deterred in any way. And Chibi just comes around the corner as Bocco looks away, picks him out. And that's going to just push Anexis back a bit on that A side. Future spraying away over in mid. Lands the headshot there onto Froz. But again, it's still not really giving them the chance to push any bomb site, as LowLandLions have got this defense down to a T. And it's a 3 versus 4, and at the moment it just seems like Anexis are apparently stuck in this mid area. They don't really have any kind of direction to go to, and at the moment they're just trying to find any kill they can. Corsair spots one on the stairs, lets off a single round, pretty much just shooting a flare right up in the air and not doing anything about it. And now he's got to be careful for some players that are going to be honing in on his direction. Should be coming around the back of the. Can he find a frag? He does actually spot Stormy, takes him out. Future's already taken out Ono though, and it seems that they're killing that advantage they had. It's down to a 2-on-2 as KZ Star picks off Mama, and the Nexus are going towards this A side and very quickly. And from what seemed like a pretty much solid LowLandLions round, and Nexus have pulled back into their favor. Bomb has gone down now. Corsair getting heavily tagged up, can't really push much more forward. And now Chibi's also going to have to try and do something here, but Anexis have nestled themselves in on this bomb site. KZ Star and his teammate Future are pretty much just going to hold off this bomb site. Future takes out Corsair. KZ Star knows he's baiting Chibi away from this bomb site. He's going to stand up and spray a little bit over those flowers. And of course lay some on Chibi's grave as he finishes him off and takes it to 10-3.
I tell you what, there's criminal and then there's just plain daylight robbery. That was LowLandLions round from the word go. They opened up brilliantly, and then they were just stolen from as the Anexis guys came back and picked up that round. Awesome stuff. Bocco now is in on that A site. He's taking shots from the left and right, yet still standing and still giving about as good as he can get as well. Nades up, he's got the cover of smoke now in front of him. Frags going off left, right, and center. We're down to a 3 versus 3 as Bocco's got a man coming from the right. He's just heard, opens up a few shots, flies around the corner, goes looking for him. Can't quite find him, he's escaped. As Stormy's now going to try and chase him out with a sniper. It's Juby and he's down. And Anexis are up to a 2-on-2. They lost a player whilst I was rabbiting on about that. Ono had the opportunity to take out Bocco in the bomb site and was just moving his scope and couldn't do it. So Bocco lives to fight another day. He's now circulated all around the back. He opens up with the first frag onto Ono. He's heavily tagged the last man. Oh, Bocco, quite beautiful. And that's 11-3. LowLandLions. Heads must be in their hands right now.
And that's exactly what I was talking about. You know, Bocco, fourth fragging in his team, you know, not doing anything exceptional, struggling on the B defense, but when he goes big, he just absolutely cleans them up. And now, moving here into the 15th round, we see Chibi starting off with a +10 as he takes out Bocco and Future at the same time. Mama spraying out into Stormy, and here a whole new line has woken up, and just wow. Absolutely wow. Where were you guys a couple of rounds ago as LowLandLions clean up a Nexus and take it to 11-4?
In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. And I had to get that in, I just thought of it, sorry. It was poor. Mama lands the nade onto Future. Ono helps himself to another. And now that lion, as you rightly point out, Menace, is roaring. As LowLandLions are 2 men to the good up. KZ Star, Future, left standing. Stormy picks up the frag onto Chuby though, and as much as you look at opening frags going in and you think, yep, LowLandLions should close this one out, we weren't better of it from previous rounds. Korsji couldn't finish his breakfast with his opening shots onto KZ Star there, but Mama will pick himself up the frag onto Zycox. Then Korsji goes down at the hands of KZ Star. Unbelievable there. Ono though finishes off Stormy, and there's just KZ Star left. 1 versus 3, and a man who, by all accounts, should be dead is heavily tanked up once more, flashed out in front of him, and is waiting for the incoming onslaught from the LowLandLions. Dives past a crossover in towards the A bomb site. He's got one right above him that he's looking at, but he can't go for the jump. Surely he's got him nailed down, and Mama took him out with the explosion. And that's 11-5. LowLandLions have woken up.
I definitely have, but I mean, when you've woken up, when the enemy is 2 rounds away from winning, you kind of got to scratch your head and think, why didn't we just do this before? And it seems LowLandLions have got into their comfort zone. They want a little bit of that pressure. Ono seems a little bit more suicidal, jumping to his death, and that'll leave only 3 players are left for LowLandLions as Anexis start picking away at this A bomb site. They've already taken out Chuby. Can they find some more though? Frost fighting back, taking out Future. Bocco's going to go for that cross onto that windows area. KZ Star picking off Mum, and that A side is pretty much open, and all theirs for the taking. Kosh is going to try and lay down some cover, see if he can stop this bomb plant going down. There's not much chance for him though, as he does take out KZ Star, but quickly in there with the revenge frag is Zycox, and now Bocco's going to go for this bomb plant. And oh, Frost actually picks off Bocco, but Zycox once again revenge frag right in there, takes him out. That's going to take it to 12-5 and puts Anexis on map point with 7 rounds to play with.
And it's nothing short of what Anexis deserve. They have certainly taken their momentum from their LAN win this past week and just rammed it straight in LowLandLions' face. And KZ Star picks himself up the grenade frag onto Cos. That just puts them 4 frags away, though Froz answers up with his return onto Bocco. And here we go. Froz down the back of B, waiting for anyone coming his way, but the Anexis side are where they are still picking up frags. Tubi goes down this time at the hands of Stormy. Future helps himself to the frag to Mummer, and this could be the round. They could waste absolutely no time here at Anexis in ejecting themselves from the loser bracket. Tubi will find himself, well, comfort for moments as Ono then gets himself the frag onto Stormy. Tubi's dead, sorry. As now it's Ono down. Oh, by the explosion. Ono had just picked off KZ Star, and for the second round in a row, LowLandLions have been picked off by explosions. It leaves just Froz 1 versus 2 to keep LowLandLions in this map, as the Anexis side in the ascendancy. Zycox positioned above. KZ Star is looking down right where Froz is going to come from. No, Froz is actually going around the backfire spawn. He's got a player to his right that he didn't spy at all, and now is going to make his way through. He's eaten up a lot of his kind of, you know, search time, and now is going to get picked off by KZ Star, and that will be that. Good half, 13-5 Menace. Did you see that one on the cards when we started?
I definitely did not, and if you had told me that beforehand, I probably would have laughed for about 2 minutes continuously. And then now we move over to Strike, but now, as he says, moving over to Strike, I mean, if Anexis do the exact same thing they just did to LowLandLions on Strike, then I don't know. The commentators always say they'll do something to themselves when something exceptional happens. This is one of those moments. I don't even know what I would do if Anexis actually brought this one back on a map like Strike against LowLandLions.
I want you to do 8 shots, all live on air, tequila shots, in 10 minutes.
In 10 minutes?
Yeah, well, 20 minutes, you're right.
I don't have to commentate on anything afterwards, though, right?
Well, I don't